Good morning, everyone. How are you? Happy Halloween. It is October 31st. And today I thought we would have some fun and do something that maybe is a little bit spooky. So we're doing research or viewing of an area that has a little folklore or scary story behind it. If this interested you, come on, let's get started. Alright, so the folklore that we're getting from, which there are all kinds of books that talks about this, even the website even talks about it, is, well, today we are using the book from Jacob Floyd and Jenny Floyd. They're a couple, married couple who does ghost hunting. They're based out of Louisville, Kentucky, and this is a book that I got from them. And we're in the area where the story occurs. We're first going to walk this way, and then we'll walk towards the other part, because this is a two-part story that we're going to look into. I will be taking pictures, so you let me know if you see anything spooky. If you haven't guessed it, we are in Cumberland Falls. It's local in my area. I'm going to read the insert from their book. Now, there is different books out there to discuss this, and there is even on their website, which I'll have posted below, they even talk about this, and they have some pictures on there too if you're interested to look at. So this is what it says. It says many visitors are attracted by the falls every year. One even in 1950s, two of these guests happened to be newly-wed couples enjoying the falls on their honeymoon. They had come to stay at DuPont Lodge, were so eager to explore that they went out immediately after checking, not even changing out of their wedding attire. They went for a walk and stopped near the pillars overlooking the falls. The groom wanted to take pictures of his wife with the breathtaking falls in the background. The bride, in her excitement to be there, began dancing around and slipped off the drop into the waters below, where she died and was carried away by the falls. This tragic accident earned the area the ominous nickname Lover's Leap. Ever since this accident, visitors have claimed to see the ghost lingering around the cliff. People who have been spotted described her as being a woman in a long wedding gown. Many have reported her spirit standing on the bridge. Now, this is the only bridge that is here in Cumberland Falls, so I'm assuming this is the bridge that they're talking about, that they reportedly have seen her on the bridge near where she died. So if that is true, there's the bridge. So when we get down into the park down this way, there are some areas where you can actually get out to the falls. So I'm assuming that's where they're talking about, where she fell into it. We'll look into that when we get down there. Allegedly, on the nights on the moonbow, which we'll go down to where that is, when you're able to see the moonbow, her spirit will appear in the water. Some tourists who came out to see the famous moonbow reported spotting a woman in a white gown appear in the water, only to rise up from below like a ghost. Others have seen her. Others have said she will float so high that she will hover before them, before them, and then beckon to them closer. perhaps intending the step of the cliff and joined her Mercury to step off the cliff and join her in the Mercury's depths below. So we're gonna walk around here and we'll see if we can find us a ghost here on Halloween, because supposedly this happened in the month of October. So that's just I thought it would be a kind of cool thing to do here on Halloween, just to look at the folklore and see if we can figure out where all of this supposedly happened. Now this we're going next is that way. Alright, hang on. Be sure to be looking for the woman in white wedding dress. Will we see her today? Who knows? Okay, here is one of the areas that possibly could happen. Because the bridge, you can't see it now because of the foliage, but right here you can go out and you can see that the water is getting up faster. So she was dancing, and fell right in here. Would have been easily that she could easily drown it and got pushed away into the falls. There's one area. Let me see. What's that over there? Oh, that's just a little closer look. Alright. Let's keep going. Let's find her today. If I had to guess, I'm assuming it was either here or down here below. Here in a minute we'll get down to the area that she fell. Right now we can't go down there. They do have it locked up. We have had a lot of rain this week, so they're worried about flooding. So they have this area blocked off. It's locked, the gate is. But you can get, when it is open, you can go pretty close to the water, up onto the rock. But they have it blocked off right now. And you can go across the bridge too, and there's some things over there also you can do. Alright, let's keep tracking. If you want more information, there's the QR code. You can pause it and get more information. Okay, this talks about the moonbow here. We are close to it. I'll just hang tight and let you read it, and we'll see what we can find. Can you hear it? We're close to the falls. But look how beautiful it is here, though. They are having some kind of festival here. They got food booths and stuff here. So I don't know if that's because of Halloween or fall or what exactly, but they are having something going on. But the leaves are still hanging on. I think that after this week's rain, it would not be here. But they're still hanging on. Here is the third spot that it could have happened, because this actually goes out to the falls. There's the fall. We'll go down here a minute and take a look at it. Don't worry, I can't go no further. They got it barred off. I'm not going to be doing no dancing. I don't have a white dress. I do have my Hello Kitty Halloween hoodie on, because it is very chilly here today. But it is so beautiful down here. But have you spotted the dating wife? Yeah. So I'm just going to let this go for just a minute so you can look and listen. I love the sound of water. Again, it is kind of muddy because it's been raining all week. Look at the footage. I moved down a little bit so you can see it. But let's listen to the Guess what? We have the moonbow today. That's part of the reason why they're out. A lot of people are out today. Can you see the rainbow? Right there? There's the fall. We'll get a better look here in just a moment. But they do have little caves and stuff that you can go into if you can canoe up to this point. Maybe that's where she's at. That is just so beautiful. There it goes. Just like that. We made it just in time. That's awesome. Okay, so now we're getting ready to walk out till you can see the fall area first. There are steps. You go down here and behind me. If you come down this way, be very careful. They are slippery, especially as it's been raining. But I just think this is so cool area. And I think it kind of looks a little bit spooky. But we were up there just a few moments ago. I just think. Okay, so now we're getting ready to walk out till you can see the fall area first. There are steps. You go down here and behind me. If you come down this way, be very careful. They are slippery, especially as it's been raining. But I just think this is so cool area. And I think it kind of looks a little bit spooky. But we were up there just a few moments ago. I just think. Or I think we are now. We can look. Now, the moonbow when it occurs, it will be right in this area. Because we'll see it at night. I said the moonbow earlier. That was just a rainbow. The moonbow, you can see it in this area. So, in the book, it said that the lady in white, the Red River, will appear to you, try to get you to jump. Well, this is one area where she may appear. Second area, you never really see it. People have been known to fish out in here, climb these rocks and fish, like over there. But not me. I'm not a rock climber. But so there's another spot where she could come up. Now the next overlook point, you see those people up there, right up there. That would be another place. But now if she appears that far up, you would be able to see her whole silhouette. So, you let me know what you think about this. Me, I just think it's just legend because I haven't been able to find anything yet, history-wise, about a lady drowning in the early 50s. Here, if it really happened, that is something. This is a small town, so it would definitely make the papers. But it is definitely a beautiful place. Whether you come to see if you can see the lady in the white dress, or just come for the view. I recommend coming in October so you can see all of the beautiful trees that this area has to offer. So I'm just going to let film just a few minutes so you can watch the falls. I'm trying to get in right. If you're afraid of the heights, don't look down. And there's the steps. We're back at the top. So to get ideal where we was, this rock right here, we was actually underneath it. That's where we was at. You can see there's the rocks that I showed while we was down there. It is said that when you go down there and take your picture and have the falls behind you, that you can see her either on one of the sides of the falls. Now, I didn't take that picture because there's a lot of people down there. So we may have missed an opportunity to see her, but we don't know. So I'm going to end the video here. Thank you for joining me today. The next few shots are of pictures that I took while we're down here. You let me know if you see something spooky. Happy Halloween, and we'll see you in the next one. Remember, never give up. Sorry, that wasn't the end. I got something. Okay. I just think this is so ironic. When I seen this, I was like a kid in a candy store. I went, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Okay. So, what have we been talking about this whole video? What have we been talking about? What have we been talking about? The lady in white, right? In the white dress? Oh my goodness, there's actually a book about it. I know it looks upside down to you guys, but it's the Ghost Bride of the Cumberland Falls. It's by Ronnie Deaton. There's the guy. It says, deep within Kentucky's Daniel Boone National Forest, where the Cumberland River carves a wild gorge through the rough ancient boulders, Cumberland Falls thunders as the Niagara Falls of the South. Its 68-foot cascade that spills 125 feet wide, a spectacle of raw power. Yet it is the moonbow, or rare lunar rainbow, that casts an either real spell. One of only a few such wonders in the world. A radiant newlywed stood atop of the cliff's ledge, paralyzed overlook above the churning falls. Some say she slipped, plummeted 80 feet to her death in the raging waters below, her groom leaping after her in despair. Now, see, that's different from what we read in the other book. So, I'll have to definitely read this. And guys, I haven't had this in years, which I realize now the reason why I haven't seen it in years, because it's not something locally, or it's actually from Canada, but it's the Jones's orange cream soda. Oh my goodness, this is so delicious. And I found another book, and this is Shadows of the Canyon Red, or a Haunted Cabin in the Red River Gorge, which is also in Kentucky. So this is based off a it says, everyone dreams of owning a place in the middle of nowhere, so you can get away from it all. But be careful what you wish for. Be careful. Be very careful. I'm telling you, there is something out there. Woo! Apparently this was actually, The Honey Cabin was featured on the Supernatural series called Terror in the Woods. The show aired on Discovery Channel Network as the Ghost October Halloween special, now streaming on multiple platforms worldwide. I'll have to see if I can find it. But they have pictures down here at the bottom. And I'll see if I can find a link to these two books. I most likely probably can get one to this one. I don't know if I can to this. In case you're interested in it. I'm currently reading. This actually was written recently. It was written July 20th, 2024. I just think that is just that's icing on the cake. It is. So I'll read this and I'll let you know what my thoughts are. There's something too I want to do on the channel is do book reviews. So we'll see. Well, I'm going to twist this off, get me some drinks, and head home. Now, cue the pictures. Let me know if you see the woman in white in the white dress. Bye for now.